Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we are going to make a tumbler holder or a tumbler sleeve. To start, I'll just show you the materials I used. For the yarn, I used 5-ply monochrome mercerized cotton. You can use any size 2 yarn. And then for the hook, I'm using 3mm hook size. We're going to start with making a magic circle. To start your magic circle, just wrap your yarn around your fingers. Once you have that, you can now insert your hook under the first strand and pull the other strand in. Don't do anything, just release your fingers and grab your working yarn. Now you can start by making chain 2. After your chain 2, make 12 double crochet inside your magic circle. Remember that your chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch. Once you have 12 double crochet inside your magic loop, pull the tail as tight as you can. And then we're going to make a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. Again, your chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch. Round 2, so we're gonna make an increase. Chain 2 doesn't count as your stitch. In the very first stitch, make 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. Another double crochet in the same stitch, and this is row 2, so make 2 double crochet in each stitch around until you finish this row. You should now have a total of 24 double crochet. And to finish the round, just make a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. Remember that your chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch. Row 3 is another increase row. So to start, chain 2, make 1 double crochet in the first stitch from your hook and make 2 double crochet in the next. Let me just show you that. So this is the next stitch. So first double crochet and make the second double crochet in the same stitch. And this is going to be your increase pattern for this row. 1 double crochet in the next, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Continue with this pattern of increase for row 3 until you finish the row. At the end of this row, you should have a total of 36 double crochet. Now I finished row 3. To finish the row, just make a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. And then to continue row 4, another increase row, chain 2 and make 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So this is the first, just make 1 double crochet, and then in the next another 1 double crochet, and in the next stitch you're going to make an increase, so make 2 double crochet in the same stitch. This is 1 and another in the same stitch. So this is your increase pattern for row 4. Make 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So 1 here, and then 2 in the next. By the end of row 4, you should have a total of 48 double crochet. And this is the last row of increase for the size of the tumbler I have. If you have a bigger size bottle or tumbler, then you need to make more increase rows. So I'll just show you how it looks like. Here is the bottom of the tumbler, so that's how big it is. It's gonna stretch, so I'm not gonna be making any more increase rows. To continue row 5, we're gonna make the body, so I'll make the puff stitch now. So chain 2, this doesn't count as your stitch. So make a puff stitch in the very first stitch. Okay. So to do that, yarn over, insert your hook in the first stitch, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, insert your hook again, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through all 5 loops from your hook. You can actually add more loops if you want to, but for me I just wanted a small puff for my tumbler holder. So yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. Chain 1, and we'll continue with the puff stitch. So skip 1, and then in the next stitch make another puff stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook, and then pull through, yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, and then chain 1, skip 1, make another puff stitch. So that's the pattern for row 1 of the body, or row 5 of the tumbler holder. Skip 1 and then puff stitch in the next, chain 1, skip 1, puff stitch, chain 1, skip 1, puff stitch. Now here I finished my row 5. Then to finish the row, you just need to make a slip stitch on top of the very first puff stitch of this round. Remember that your chain 2 doesn't count as a stitch, so you're making the slip stitch on top of the puff stitch. To continue, so just make chain 2, and then we want to turn our work. So just like that, and we'll continue with the puff stitch. So yarn over and make your first puff stitch in the very first chain space from your hook. Yarn over, pull all 5, then chain 1 and make puff stitch in every chain space. So this is the chain 1 space from previous row. So yarn over, insert your hook in the next chain space, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, and yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. You're just gonna continue with this pattern until you finish this round. So this is the last puff stitch for this round. As you can see, I still have one remaining puff stitch, so you're gonna skip that and make a slip stitch on top of the very first puff stitch of this row. So just find the top of the puff stitch and make a slip stitch. So let's continue. Chain 2 and then turn your work. And from now on, we're going to turn our work every start of the row. Make your first puff stitch in the first chain 1 space, and then chain 1 and make all your puff stitch in every chain 1 space of this row. Continue with this pattern until you reach the length or the desired length for your tumbler holder. I also suggest that you try to fit the tumbler holder to your bottle so that you know if you're gonna continue or you need to adjust your increases. So again, just continue with this row until you reach the number of rows that you need for your bottle. So I'm going to make my project until I reach here, just the neck of my tumbler holder. As I mentioned, it's also best for you to try to fit if it fits your tumbler holder before you continue. So I did that. So let me just show you how fit or how tight it can go. So there, it's a bit okay. All right, so it fits perfectly. So I'll just go ahead and continue until I reach the length that I want. So again, I suggest you do this so you can make sure that it fits your tumbler or your bottle perfectly. Okay guys, so I'm done with mine. I have a total of 26 puff stitch rows. You can add more rows again until you reach the desired length of your bottle. And then for the next 2 rounds, we're just gonna make a single crochet row. So chain 1, turn your work and make a single crochet in the first space, single crochet in this space, single crochet on top of the puff stitch, and then single crochet in the next space. So for this round, you need to make 1 single crochet on top of the puff stitch and 1 single crochet in the chain space. Continue doing that until you finish the row. So to finish your round, just make a slip stitch on top of the very first single crochet. So chain 1 and make 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So if you want this to make your tumbler sleeve, then you're done. You can cut your yarn and finish, weave your ends, and that's it. But I'm gonna add a strap so I can carry it using the tumbler holder. So right now I'm just gonna show you how it fits my tumbler or my bottle. Yep, you see it's too tight, so it's perfect as a sleeve because it's not gonna keep turning. But yeah, there you go. So I love how it fits, the length, because if you carry it with the strap, it's still gonna stretch a little bit, so I'm okay with this. If you want to add more rows of single crochet, just do so. I'll show you how I made the strap. So this is also rows of puff stitches. So to start, chain 2. Make puff stitch in the next single crochet from your hook. So this is my first puff stitch. You can make few more loops to make it thicker, to make your puff stitch thicker, but it's the same pattern. So chain 1, skip 1, make puff stitch in the next. Yarn over, pull through all 5. Chain 1 and then skip 1 and make another puff stitch. So this is the last puff stitch for my strap. If you want to add more to make your strap thicker, it's fine, but for me, I wanted this this size. Chain 2, turn, and then make puff stitch in the next chain space. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull, yarn over, insert your hook, pull through all 5 loops. So chain 1 and make puff stitch in the next space. Chain 1 and make puff stitch in the center of the puff stitch and the chain 2. So after that, you'll just continue with this pattern until you reach your desired length for your strap. For my tumbler holder, I have a total of 22 puff stitch rows for my strap. So I'm just cutting a long tail. I'm done with the strap, so I'll cut a long tail, and then we're gonna sew the other end of the strap. So this is the measurement of everything. I'll just show you. For the bottom, let's go ahead and measure that. I'm using a darning needle or a tapestry needle, and then we're just gonna sew and align it on the other side, and we're just gonna sew that however you want to sew it. There you go, guys. So here's my tumbler holder. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Please also tap the notification bell so you'll know when we have new videos uploaded. Thank you, guys. See you.